Here it is.
Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and Clowns.
Alrighty, welcome everyone who's watching and listening later to the 4GwQPodcast podcast, episode 35 for March 26th, 2015. I'm the queen of the show, Inferno 217. No, I'm kidding. I'm not the queen. Anyway, we've got the usual cast of characters. We've got the real queen beside me, ZPCISS. What's up?
Hi.
Let me see your, the dog? Oh my god, wow. It's different every week, god damn. Alright, we've got Little Turtle Boy.
What's up?
And we've got Clowns, Cafones, whatever he's called these days.
What's up?
And, yeah, so this is our little show we do every week. If it's your first time listening or watching, welcome. If it's not your first time, then thanks for coming back and checking us out. We've got a full show this week, kind of. I told Turtle we're not going over, so we're going to get through these topics, and we're going to get to them quickly. But big things happening this week on Xbox, gaming in general, actually. Borderlands Handsome Collection coming out, and we've got our first impressions. We'll be going over that. We've got some update talk, so PS4 got a big update this week, and the Xbox One preview members got a chance to try out Wave 1 of 2. I don't even know how many waves there are going to be, but they said it was the first wave of the preview updates for April, so hopefully more to come. But we got that to talk about, and we'll talk about some of the other news and notes of this week. Some new releases, deals with gold, games with gold. So yeah, we got a big show. So we're skipping press start, and we're going right into our opener, which is Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. We're gonna give our first impressions. We'll talk about, the new updated frame rate. We'll talk about launch stability, and what the hell happened with that badass ranking Golden Keys reward that we're all supposed to get, right? The heck happened there? Anyway, first the good. 60 frames per second. Everybody loving it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's great.
I'll tell you, I couldn't get 60 frames per second to work on my Borderlands 2 at first. Took multiple installs, and it was crazy. I don't know how it could install and let me play the game without 60 frames a second with a bad install. I just don't. I've never seen something like that. A bad install just making the frame rate slower. But nonetheless, I fixed the issue, and I'm enjoying it. I think Borderlands 2 runs smoother than pre-sequel. What do you guys think?
I think so. I mean, I think they run about the same.
You think?
No issues from me on either.
None for me.
See, some people say they get screen tearing. I definitely get the screen tearing. See, if we were streaming at 60 frames per second, I would have a video ready for you guys. But the screen tearing for me in pre-sequel is pretty bad. But I can play through it. It's only certain levels, certain areas, so I'm okay with it so far. Assassin, have you noticed a lot of screen tearing at all?
I haven't been looking. I feel like if I look close enough, I'll probably notice it, and I'll not unnotice it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, about the graphical issues, I mean, they're definitely noticing it, and they know it's there, and a lot of people have been complaining over on the Gearbox support forum. So if you have any issues with the game, definitely hit up those Gearbox support forums, because they are very responsive over there, and they do a pretty damn good job of keeping us in the loop about the game. So they've already posted saying, we've got, what's his name here? Joe King, I think his name is, talking about the stability. He said, just want to let everyone, to ease everyone's minds a bit, they're aware of screen tearing and FPS lag issues, currently investigating them. It says, needless to say, they're quite busy and appreciate everyone's continued patience, and that they will get to the issues. So, with that in mind, do you believe them? Or is this Halo Master Chief Collection all over again, which isn't really fixed yet?
I believe them. I mean, the issues in Borderlands are a lot smaller and more isolated than Halo.
Yeah, like, at least Borderlands is playable. I mean, some like Clown said. I mean, Clowns doesn't get it. Clowns doesn't have any issues. So I mean, he's playing it fine. Turtle, you said
I don't. Yeah, I don't have any screen tearing or anything, and mine's a constant 60.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not having the issues, great. Like, you know, I'm glad it's working out for you, for everyone. You know, I'm having a little bit of an issue. Pre-sequel, even with the screen tearing, completely playable for me. I'm not, you know, upset about that at all. I'm loving the hell out of it. These guys have been playing with me, and, you know, we've had multiple friends get it and love the game. So not, you know, making people trade the game in or whatnot. I mean, we all have it digitally, right? You guys all. So not like we could trade the game in anyway, but with Halo Master Chief Collection, like Turtle, right? You know, Turtle, you traded it in, didn't you?
I traded it in exactly 1 week after release.
Yeah, see, I mean, so that's when the issues get in the way of the game and ruin a very successful and awesome franchise that is Halo. I mean, me and Assassin specifically, I mean, Clown's not a huge fan of Halo, right, Clowns?
No, I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, you know, once again, it's a great idea, great series, but just not for me.
Yeah. So, like, me and Assassin, before it came out, we were like, oh, yes, we're going to play this thing. We're going to complete all the stories in Legendary. We're going to do this up. And then it kind of just fizzled because the game was so damn broken. Right, Assassin, remember? Legendary.
Oh, my God.
Final mission of Halo CE, the original. Final mission, we get to the end on Legendary. We beat the whole campaign in co-op. Get to the end, and we see the last cutscene roll. And, yeah. Disconnected from server. Assassin got the achievement, and I didn't, so... that's the kind of thing you ran into at first. But Borderlands, not so much. I mean, Borderlands, the connectivity is fine. Have we had any problems with connectivity? Anybody? Yeah?
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so I think connectivity, not an issue. But, yeah, we're able to just jump into people's games. I think the first day, within the first couple hours that I was up on the first day, I mean, I was trying it, and, I mean, we're having a little bit of an issue getting into people's games, but literally that was alleviated within an hour. So, I mean, not a huge deal. So I think we're all pretty happy with the game so far. Anyone want to say anything about this specifically?
You know, what was the community manager's name? Was it Joe and then King or whatever?
It was like Joe King, I think his name was.
Yeah, it sounds like someone's joking around. Have you noticed that?
No, it's not. It's not. It's a real person. I don't even know if his name is Joe King.
I know, but just if you remove the E, it's fucking, you know,
it's joking. That is funny. No, I didn't even think of that, but that's true. Let me go back to that. No, he is legit though. This guy, I think his name is Joe King. But that is funny. Now that I say it, I can't even say it seriously. Now that you just mentioned that, damn it.
Thanks, Assassin. You ruined it.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
So maybe say something about what you guys like about the game. Like every person can go through and say something like specific they really like about it. Even if it's not really different from the original game, just Borderlands that, you know, you're happy that they brought this back because of blank, something like that. I don't know, whatever you want to say, something positive about it.
Well, I gotta say, before this was released, even last gen, I have never played Borderlands before. So, Borderlands 2 and Pre-Sequel are both very new games to me. And I think having the full package with the DLC and everything on Xbox One is great because it's the full experience for people like me who have never played it before. So I'm like I'm having a lot of fun with it, just like roaming around, looting, and just slowly taking my time through the story. Like I think it's going to offer a lot of hours.
Oh yeah, dude. Borderlands 2. Even if you only played it through once, it was a long playthrough. And you just happen to go through. They get the true Vault Hunter mode to play it again on a harder difficulty, and it just goes on and on, dude. The hours just go on and on. It's fun the whole time. So, and you make new characters. I mean, how many character slots are there again?
4, I
4.
think.
So you can make 4 character slots for each of these games. So you can try out the new characters and whatnot, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I also like the way the multiplayer works, like the co-op, just like drop in and drop out. Like set your game to online with friends only. That way your friends can just join instantly without needing an invite or anything.
Right.
And all of your progress saves.
Right. Yeah. Like with Halo, it's so annoying because drop in, drop out. On the campaign is not really a thing. So you kind of like lose checkpoint. You have to bring someone in. It's tracked as like 2 separate things. Like one, you get the co-op completion medals, and then the solo ones, and it's annoying that they can't just drop in. And what are you gonna say?
Yeah, I remember right after Halo came out back in November, you and I were trying to beat the first Halo,
Yeah.
and I was stuck at one part in the single player, and I was like, "Can you please help me get past this?" And we played for like maybe 3 hours or so, got way past the part I was stuck at, and I go back later that day to my single player game, and I'm right back.
And you're stuck. Yep.
Yeah, I was stuck. So I think Borderlands kind of like, I mean, it's not the first game to offer the drop in, drop out online, but I mean, I think that should be like a new standard for games.
Definitely. The only the downside of that is that like people can just drop into someone's game, like sit there and get all the completion if they want, just sitting there. People have done that in the past with Borderlands, but I think if you have any sense of decency whatsoever, you're not going to do that kind of thing. I mean, to put it bluntly, like you're going to get a game and let somebody else beat it for you, and just sit there just to say you leveled up and beat the game when you really didn't. Like, why the hell would you pay that kind of money just to do something like that and not experience a great game?
Yeah, well, I think that's one great reason why they have like the option to set it to friends only. That way you can make sure that only people you know are going to join your game.
Right. Exactly. No, that's true. True, very true. And I haven't tried the matchmaking. Has anyone tried the matchmaking like without friends?
No.
Can't talk about that then. That used to be very good on the 360 though, so I imagine it's still very good. Anything else from the other guys about good things about Borderlands? I feel like it's just been me and Turtle hammering on here.
I'd say it's nice having a game, let alone 2 games, that's definitely offering 40 hours plus gameplay for each game, with a bunch of weapons, and then, having a psycho run at you and hearing him say, nipple salads. and then it'd be like, what did he just say? And then I love it.
Dude, that's a good point, because remember when we were talking about Destiny and we were talking like comparing it to Borderlands like you naturally did back then, and Clowns was like, this is the thing Destiny's missing, is that Borderlands charm and humor, and now we've got it, and it's so refreshing to finally have it that we're just going crazy over it, even though it's the same game that was out 3 years ago, just updated graphics. I mean, they literally didn't even add the physics engine from the PC. Like, it's not a new engine. It's essentially a port, and everyone's still loving it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing with Borderlands, man. They don't really need to really do much to it. It's just that humor, you miss it. It's comical. It's fun. It's great to get a group of people to play together. Even if you do solo stuff, it's great to find loot and do different things. It's just awesome all the way around. And Gearbox hit it with this one.
Yeah. So I mean, guys, go out there and buy, Borderlands Handsome Collection, and vote with your dollars, because the CEO of Gearbox Randy Pitchford said that if this is popular enough, they're gonna do Borderlands 1 over. And Borderlands 1 is not included in this collection because Handsome Jack isn't in that game, so that's why it's not included for Borderlands nubs out there. But they said if this is popular enough, they're gonna bring over Borderlands 1 and you can get the whole experience all revamped 1080p 60 frames a second. So, and they're already working on Borderlands 3, they already confirmed that, so this is a series that is here to stay, and we can get the whole experience on the Xbox One if you guys just go out and buy this, because this is the $60. I mean, this is an awesome package. No one's gonna complain about the price. If you complain about the price about this, I mean, seriously, I mean, people are buying Don Bradman's Cricket for $60. I mean, like, no offense to the cricket players out there. I mean, people who are in countries, you know, that love cricket, like that's probably a good deal for you. But here in the U.S., I mean, Borderlands or Don Bradman's Cricket, whatever it is. I mean, I don't even know if I'm calling that by the right name. I don't even know who Don Bradman is, so call me ignorant. But
Okay, well now I just want to see Cricket Borderlands edition.
playing cricket in Borderlands, that's what Borderlands is missing, like a sport in the game. You know what I mean? Like GTA,
Yeah.
you can play like tennis and stuff. Well, Destiny, you can't play sports. You can't even play anything in that game. So I don't know.
I mean, they do have that little purple ball in the tower that you
And,
can
yeah.
shoot around.
Right, yeah. So you can kick that around and play a little bit of soccer when you're bored.
Yeah.
Or like some guys did on the first day to get over their boredom, they just like marched around in a line. The
Guilty.
turtles included in that, yeah, in the tower, yeah. So yeah, I think we hit the points. 60 FPS, launch stability, yeah. So the badass ranking golden keys, we didn't really talk about that. So what is the deal with that? Does anybody have like a up to date synopsis of what the deal is with that badass rank and golden keys reward issue? Because you were supposed to get 75 golden keys and a ton of badass rank, which I don't know what a ton means, but
5,000.
like 5,000 or something. And clowns, do you know anything more about this? Like updated?
So far, I know it's just a hit or miss. Some accounts got it, some didn't, and they're trying to figure out why, how, or how to fix it. But I will tell you something strange though, is that I was playing the pre-sequel on here on Xbox One first. No bonuses, no nothing came up for me. And then I went to the 360 version, and I started a new character, and all of a sudden I got the bonuses on my 360 version. And I was kind of surprised to see it there, but not on the Xbox One.
Right. That is... Dude, that is very weird. Especially since you can't even transfer the save back to the Xbox 360. It's like not even the proper save direction or anything like that. So, what the heck's up with that?
Yep, so basically if I was to transfer that save to the Xbox One, I'd be starting at level 1 again right now.
Right. Huh. See, I think that's the only thing they dropped the ball on, because when you say if you're a fan of Borderlands, you already know this, but if you're not, the golden keys unlock a chest that relocks after you use it, and you get to use the chest, and it gives you guns of very high rarity, very high rarity. So purple weapons are only second to orange weapons in rarity. So it gives you purple weapons, and they were giving, and you get them, and when you get them, the chest closes, and to open it up again for new weapons, you have to use another key, and you know they're not easy to come by. You can't just buy them. You know, there's no microtransactions. You have to wait until they give them out on Twitter or Facebook or whatnot. And this time they were giving away 75 of them. So I mean, that's a big deal, and obviously that caught the attention of a lot of people because it's such a damn big deal. And then they dropped the ball on it. So. Do you think they're gonna make it right, Clown? Do you think, within the next week they'll have it right, or you think it's kind of a thing that's gonna be stuck in limbo?
I think, well, with Gearbox, they're a great company because they're very community oriented and they're very community friendly. So I think Gearbox is going to do whatever they can to try and appease their fans. I mean, after all, they're fans of the series themselves, so I'm sure they're going to work something out. And a good start was actually giving out 25 golden keys for each game with a code for unlimited use across different gamer accounts. So that was pretty cool that they did that, because most other companies probably would not have done that.
Right. Right. So if you go on Twitter now, uh, I don't know when the last day you can use that. Is it the end of the month?
I think it's
March
the 31st.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
So,
March
so the
31st.
end of the month, go on their Twitter, and is it on Gearbox Twitter? I think it is. Yeah. So
Yeah.
go on Gearbox Twitter. You'll find the code. You can use it. What Clowns are saying, 25 golden keys to make up for this fiasco. So if you get both, you're gonna get 100 golden keys. So. That's pretty awesome. I mean, yeah, you're right. Gearbox is an awesome company, but that's what I thought about Bungie too, or 343. I guess I hold Gearbox a little higher in esteem than 343. I don't know. What do the other guys think? They're gonna make this right?
I think they will.
I hope it's done soon, because I don't want it to just go up in limbo, because I played the hell out of Borderlands 2. If I don't get my keys in Borderlands pre-sequel, I mean, I don't care, because I didn't play pre-sequel before Xbox One, and I mean, I think it's right that it's a reward for people who did, but if for Borderlands 2, I want my damn 75 keys. Like, I played the hell out of Borderlands 2. So, I bought all the DLC, so.
I don't think it would be too difficult to fix. I mean, isn't the golden keys all done like server side?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Well,
it is, right?
Well, I mean, like the codes. Like they could easily
Yeah.
just like give you like email you a code or whatever
right.
for the keys.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so-
right, Clowns, right?
yeah, the keys are generated on their side, like the key codes, and then what happens is, it for Xbox anyway. I don't know how PS3 does it, but for Xbox, it unlocks it into the GPD, hard code it into your Xbox profile.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's not as easy as you're making it sound, Turtle, is what the gist of that is. I think yeah, because they have to work with Microsoft in order to do that. So I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure Microsoft would agree to that, but I mean, it's not just something where they could just say, "Hey, well, guess what?
Yeah.
Your shift email is gonna get a code. Congratulations." So they're gonna have to go through some more hoops.
Yeah, I know it's not that simple. I know there's going to be like certification and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, in the long run, it's not a big issue to take care of.
Yeah. No, true. Very true. All right. Anything else about Borderlands before we move on? D-Turtle, we're right on time, big guy. We're right
I
on
do
time.
have a message. I
Oh,
do have a message.
Go ahead, please.
For one of our fans out there, his name is Wes, and he's written to us a couple times.
Yeah.
And I would definitely suggest to him to get the Handsome collection.
Yes,
I mean,
Wes.
he really needs that.
We'll
So-
even game with you. We'll feature some of the clips with you on the show. We want you to game with us. So, Wes, if you're here, worldwide Wes, go ahead and get that for us. All right, big guy, get a new game. All right. Screw that Destiny stuff. That's a good message, Clowns. Good stuff. All right, do you want to start with Xbox or PS4 update first? Why don't we do PS4 first, because we don't talk about PS4 a lot. PS4 update 2.5 is out today, and this is a big one. Turtle and Assassin can talk more about how important these features are since they have PS4s, but we'll just go over some of the bigger ones, the bigger features. I mean, there's a bunch of features, so you're gonna have to go. We'll post the link for the page on Sony's blog, the PlayStation blog. I'll have that in the description of the YouTube notes, so look for them there if you want to see the full release patch, or just Google it. I mean, either way. But we're just gonna talk about the big ones. So I think there's only like a few big ones, honestly. For me, I think the biggest one is the remapping of the DualShock 4 controller. So if you have a game that has an unnatural kind of button scheme, I'm looking at you, Dying Light. We love you, Techman, but I'm looking at you. The jump button is right bumper or R1 on the PS4. So if you don't like R1 for jump and you want it to be X, then go ahead and remap those, and you can do that. So that's my biggie. So, what do you guys think of that one?
I think it's a cool feature. I mean, it's probably not something I would like really use, but for people who want it, I mean, yeah, it's good.
Well, it depends, right? I mean, if
Yeah.
they have separate profiles, then I mean that's gonna be awesome. If they have like multiple profiles, or if they do it on a per game basis, I mean, if they do it on a per game basis, they knocked it out of the park for me. I mean, that is by far the biggest feature on the PS4 that I would like on the Xbox One. Um, but if it's only once and you have to constantly change it for different games, then it's a waste for me. I don't know how you guys feel. Anyone? Don't talk all at once. Don't talk all at once, Assassin, the PS4 owner.
Assassin's been quiet, so I'm waiting for him on this.
I mean, it's a cool idea. Will I be using it? No. I mean, I barely play my PlayStation as it is, and I mean,
No, let's say you know, Bloodborne showed up on your front stairs tomorrow, and it had, I don't know the controls for Bloodborne, so don't quote me on this, but let's say the reload was R2. L2. Okay, it's definitely not R2. L2. Reload is L2, and you're like, you know what? This game is awesome, but I cannot play this if reload is L2. I mean, I just cannot do it, damn it. You gonna use it, or you just gonna suck it up?
I'll probably use it, but then I'll just totally forget about the button stuff, and then I'll just suck it up because I'll just forget about it.
Dude, you're a bozo.
I mean, it's true. If they don't, be like, if you go on the settings, it's like, oh yeah, if you don't like the controller scheme, go here to map the controls, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna forget about it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I think it would be a feature that would be easily forgotten if it was like tucked away into the settings menu and not like like have a pop up in the game or something.
Yeah. I think it would be cool if there was a small pop up that appeared before every game was like, what profile would you like to use, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like there was, I mean, I don't think they're starting to do the Game Hub stuff, and that's part of this update as well, so I don't want to like go too in depth about it, but they're starting to do the Game Hub stuff. Like if you go to the Game Hub on the PlayStation for a specific game and say like in that Game Hub this controller scheme, because on Steam, right, with the Steam boxes, this is what they're going to have. They're going to have controller schemes and sensitivity settings for the Steam box controllers, because they're touchpads for the sticks. So they're going to have on the community you game on Steam, and there'll be like button mappings already done that you can download and use for the game. Like you download Borderlands 2 or whatever on Steam, and somebody made an awesome button mapping with an awesome sensitivity, and they call it like the ultimate button map or something like that. That'll show up on Steam for you to download, and the community can see it, and it'll say like most downloaded control scheme, whatever. I found that out at PAX. They were telling me that at PAX at the Alienware booth. So I mean that's cool. Like if they brought that to consoles, if they brought that to PlayStation or Xbox, like I'm all for it. But like you guys said, if it's tucked away, then screw it.
I already know what I would remap the controls for.
What?
Driving, or not driving, but flying a helicopter in Battlefield.
Yeah, but you can't do that. No, I guess you could. I mean, you could do that. That'd be a pain in the butt, but you could do it.
I'm just saying, I think I would feel more comfortable if it was like the old controls, like from like Bad Company 2 or something.
Right.
Cause like I kind of get like all messed up with like steering the helicopter with the left stick and then like going up and down with the right stick.
Right. That's interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting one. What about what other features are there? I mean, suspend and resume is on the PlayStation now, so you can suspend the game, turn the system off, turn it back on, and come back to right where you were. That smells like an Xbox feature.
I mean, it is, but I kind of like that because there's been times where I've played a game like, I don't know, like The Last of Us. When I was playing that for the first time, I would like turn the PS4 off for like maybe like 30 minutes or so to go do something, and then come back and had to wait on the game to reload.
Right.
I mean, it'd be good for like moments like that, like just like when you're not going to be gone too long, although I don't really know why you would just like leave the console on, but still.
Right.
But I think it's a cool feature. I mean, where was that feature? It's kind of off topic, but where was that feature like 2 generations ago, like PS2 and Xbox, when we would leave our systems on for 24 hours?
Not even, dude. Not enough memory. I think.
I know.
Right, clowns? Wouldn't it be something like that? Not enough memory for something like that?
I'm a little lost in this PS4 stuff. I was hearing Turtle go off and off and off, but on the memory of what?
Like not enough memory for. Turtle said about not enough memory on the PlayStation 2. Or on the PlayStation 2, if you could suspend and resume. Turtle's like, what if. Why couldn't we do this back in the day when we left our PlayStation 2s on all night?
I mean, I know the technology wasn't there.
I mean, it not only the technology may have been there, it just wasn't implemented anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But there was definitely not enough memory in that thing.
Yeah, I remember times where I had like this little small 8 MB memory card, and back then that was a lot of space.
Right? Yeah.
But like I remember times when I would be playing a game and just like leave my console on all night just so I wouldn't lose a spot.
Right. No, exactly. No, I know. I hear you, dude. I did that all the time. I did that at college with my PS2 all the time.
That's also why I went through 3 PS2s.
Right, exactly. And then they go kaput, and you wonder why. Well, you left it on all the time, so, I mean, overheated and stuff, so. Suspend and Resume is on the PS4. Congratulations, you're just a year and a half too late on that, buddy.
Yeah.
What else? Assassin, help me here. Remote play and share play is now 60 frames per second, guys.
Yay.
What kind of bandwidth do you need for that? Upload at least 5 Mbps, at least. Upload on the upload side. Download, I mean, a lot of people probably have the download speed to do it, so I mean, that's not going to be a huge deal. But 60 FPS, I mean, for shooters, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal. For stuff like Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, not a big deal for me. Or Last of Us, is Last of Us even at 60 frames per second? It is, right? Yeah.
So you can put it at 60 or 30.
Yeah, so Last of Us, not a big deal. Just for shooters, really, right, guys? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I tried playing Battlefield 4 with remote play on my Vita one time, and the way the controls are mapped for the Vita kind of makes the FPS kind of difficult to play. Because like, you got like R1 and R2, L2, and L1 like mapped to like the top and bottoms of the touchpad on the back of the system.
Right. Well, maybe not for share play. I mean, remote play. Then maybe it's not going to be. Well, remote play also includes PSTV, no?
I think.
I think you can do that. Yeah, remote play I think is on PSTV as well. So I think for that it'd be cool. Vita maybe not so much, but share play. I mean, if you got a shooter that runs at 60 frames a second, and you're playing share play at 30. I think that's a waste.
Yeah.
For shooters, for sure.
Well, I guess it's just like there for people who want it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. What else? Social features. So party chat creation and joining is now streamlined because you guys can tell us better. Joining parties and making parties on PS4. What was that like before this update?
Not too difficult.
Somebody said it took like 7 clicks, which is ridiculous. I think I read on Twitter it took like 7 button presses or 6 to make parties or something like that.
What have they been making? Because, I mean, you hit party, you hit X, and it's like you want to name the party, and you just leave the party, hit X. Okay, there's 2. You're in a party. If you want to invite people, you hit
like
X
4.
and something else.
That sounds like at least 4 right there. That's absurd.
You start a party. Whatever. It's like 2 or 3. And then if you want to, invite someone, then that's like 2 more.
Right. Well, whatever. Apparently it's streamlined. So, and then also you can share stuff to Facebook, Twitter. You can share your trophies and stuff. All Xbox features they just copied.
I thought the ability to share trophies and other things were already on the PS4.
Well, now you can share them to Twitch in like an activity feed. On Twitch, on Twitter rather. So sorry, not Twitch. Twitter and Facebook, you can do like activity feed stuff with Facebook and Twitter now. So that's new. Maybe not maybe it's not just trophies. I don't know. Go ahead, Clown. Sorry.
I mean, they may be late on that, but that's something that they needed to implement just because Xbox One already has that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Steam implemented something like that later on also.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, these are all features they needed, so, I mean, even though they may be late, like, now they've got them, and so, I mean, what are you going to say, like, a year from now, that they were late on them a year ago? No, probably not. And what else? Oh, and the last thing I think we'll talk about, backing up and restoring data on external hard drives, so now external hard drive support is there on PS4. I don't think it's the same as the Xbox One, though. What?
Yeah, it has a catch.
What?
You can store games on it and load games from it, but you cannot play games from the external.
Right, so it's not exactly like the Xbox One where you can just store your games and play them from it. So you're still gonna have to hot swap your. You're gonna have to install. Well, with the PS4, you can install a new hard drive. You just buy like a bare drive, right? Just a laptop drive or something, just like the PS3.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could do that. But externals are sometimes easier, especially if you're going to a friend's house or something. So I think I prefer the external route, even though it's more expensive. Because I go to Christmas parties and stuff, or I go to someone's house, or hell, my brother was at work today playing Xbox One. So I mean, if you can just bring the hard drive in your bag or something, then that's cool. So save data, screenshots, videos, games, add-ons, blah blah blah, all that stuff. You can now move on to an external. So that works out for PlayStation. I think that's it, really, for big features. I mean, there's some, like, accessibility features for, like, magnifying the screen and increasing font and whatnot, but...
Oh, and also don't forget, for people who use this, like me, that Music Unlimited is shutting down Monday.
Right, so the new Spotify, the new PlayStation Music or whatever, Spotify-supported partnership is starting up, so Music Unlimited going bye-bye. So get on the Spotify train, because Spotify is way better than Music Unlimited anyway. But Music Unlimited, good first try for Sony, but obviously they're liquidating everything. I mean, they're going to be left with just their maybe their TVs and maybe their consoles, and that's it. At this point, like, it's just ridiculous.
Well, I know for the longest time, a lot of people have been wanting a Spotify app, so I guess they just figured, why have a competitor?
Spotify app on the Xbox One, it'd be all over. I'd be playing music all the time, but PlayStation got to it first, and I mean, we discussed on maybe like 2 months ago when this story broke about the PlayStation Music. We were talking about how that's a big play, and we all agreed that was huge. So.
Yeah.
Is it possible to replace your internal Xbox One hard drive, or can you only add external one? Asked Pendant Fungus in the chat. Right now, officially, you can only add an external one. But I mean, if you're a hacker, and if not a hacker, but if you're good with, installing aftermarket stuff, I mean, it probably can be done. I mean, don't take my word for it, but I mean, clowns. You remember, like on the 360, it could be done.
Yeah, well, I mean, people did use unofficial tools, though, that were made by, like, hackers that modded the system. So,
right.
I mean, it's definitely frowned upon by the corporations, and if something goes wrong, you could void your warranty. But, yeah, when the Xbox One first launched, people were sticking in bigger hard drives.
Oh, and the Jizzle says in chat, can't add internal anymore. Some new firmware update borked it. Okay, all right, so then there you go. No longer can do that. Womp womp. Well, that's a perfect segue to the... Unless we want... Is there anything else you want to say, Assassin, or about the PS4 update, or...
No.
Damn it, Assassin, you're supposed to be my PS4 correspondent. Wow, Turtle, damn it.
Sorry, the way I see the PlayStation's like fucking social media hub. I could care less about sharing my trophies to the world. Unless if I got the platinum,
that's what it's all about, though. It's all about the social.
I don't need to, search Facebook on my PlayStation for friends. Obviously, if I have them on my friends list, I know their PlayStation ID.
But yeah, you know what though? In all honesty, though, for somebody like Assassin, maybe he is looking for his gamer number 2. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. This could have a dating angle. That's a good point, Clowns. This could have a little dating angle. Ooh, maybe Sony will come up with an app or whatever built it into the PlayStation to maybe a little Tinder, a little gaming Tinder.
You know, there is a small development group that developed an app, and it's called I think it's called Gamer to Gamer. I saw it on Twitter, and I tried to get them on our show, but I haven't heard back from them. But yeah, that's essentially what they did. They took that idea and I guess they extended it further.
Yeah. Nice.
So, just a quick little funny story about sharing your game activity to social media. I remember whenever they brought Facebook integration with the PS3, I decided, sure, why not? And as soon as I hit submit or link account or whatever, every achievement that I had ever earned on PS3 posted on my Facebook and spammed everyone's wall.
One of my friends, I think, had a few thousand trophies, and it was just
wow.
For the past like 10 minutes, you just thought, "You got a trophy. Someone's got a trophy. Oh, platinum trophy, gold trophy, silver trophy, gold trophy,
Sonny.
bronze trophy." I'm like,
yeah, J Street in the chat says share trophies. Really? Like, yeah. I mean, not a bit. Like, come on. On Facebook, like when I saw the people on PlayStation 3 when they were like, I just got this trophy in COD, like Black Ops 2 from the PlayStation 3. I'm like, really? You need to post that to Facebook? Like, come on.
and
Let alone thousands. Go ahead.
that feature of taking a picture when you get a trophy.
Yeah,
I
what's the point
mean,
of that?
at one point I think I needed room on my hard drive, and I had like 10 gigs full of videos that I never knew I created and photos.
Yeah, I've had the same problem.
I'm like, come on. No.
Come on now.
I think one day I deleted like around 15 gigs of pictures or videos.
Oh. Alright, we gotta move on. Xbox One update. Charlie, you're making us go over. Xbox One update. Wave 1, I guess we'll call it, is now out for preview members for the month of April. So we will run a little slideshow showing the new features. I mean, there are only 3 really, right? So you've got the Game Hub links that are in, the activity feed thing. So if you go to the activity feed and you check out people's clips or their achievements or whatnot, there's a Game Hub link now there. You can click on the Game Hub directly from that and check out more stuff about the game. There are party chat improvements, if you want to call them that. We've been having some real problems with party chat, but it tells you what those problems are now. So it says, your Connect, if you're trying to talk through Connect, it's like your Connect mic is off. Go to Connect to turn it on, or network issue. Go check out your network settings, whatever. It tells you what the specific issue is now, why you can't be heard or why you can't hear people. So you're not just sitting in limbo being like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? Like, why can't I hear my friends?
It definitely shows your notifications of what's going on with the party chat, because ever since yesterday or whenever the update installed, I don't know when it was, but ever since I updated, I constantly get kicked out of party. It keeps coming up saying party disconnected.
Yeah, so I mean, you will. Sometimes I'm sitting there, or back in the day, not anymore, because like Turtle said, it pops up with a notification. But I would be sitting there talking to people, and I'd be like, hello, like, what the hell? Because I don't have the party snapped, and then all of a sudden I go look at the party. It's like, oh, I'm out of party. Oh, well, that's cool.
Well, this morning when we were playing, I think we were all playing Battlefield. I kept having to leave the party and rejoin like 5 times in an hour.
Yeah, dude, the connectivity is an issue. It's definitely an issue. I don't know how just adding notification and stuff screws with the connectivity, but it somehow did, because we're definitely experiencing more connectivity issues with this update. So that's why it's only rolling out to preview members early, so we can test it and they can fix it up. So that's why I think this is why it's Wave 1, and hopefully they get that fixed by Wave 2.
And to any Xbox Live members that are not part of the preview program, you're welcome.
Nice. Wow, Turtle. That's a vote of confidence. Oh, God. So other than the connectivity thing, you guys like the new party features? Like, is that a big deal, you think? Like, people will appreciate that? Or you think that's kind of like, well, no one's going to really use it? I think it's a big deal. I think it's nice to know. I mean, especially the notification, like, just let me know that I'm not in party chat anymore. Yeah, that's awesome, so...
Well, I mean, I've gotten it before in the past. I think it's just now it's more frequent.
Right. And then, it says, like, your connectivity issues or why you're not hearing them. I think that's cool. But I think for, the avid gamer, you're going to know that the reason you're not talking, they can't hear you is because your connect isn't on or something like that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I do like the little notification, or not notification, but icon, like, showing you whether you're using a headset or your Kinect.
Right.
Kind of helps narrow down the troubleshooting for issues.
Right. What about the new notifications that tell you about your achievements, so you don't have to open the achievements app and snap it and wait? Like, back in the day, it was like maybe up to 10 seconds you're waiting for that achievement app to snap. But now with this update, they've also improved that snapping of the achievements app speed. So, what do you guys think about that?
I like the new notification because, like you said, like, you have to wait forever for the app to snap just to see what you earned, and like you'd be in a co-op game and like have to hurry up before, like, say, like, you have like your teammates in Battlefield like guarding you while you check.
Right, exactly. Right. So, like, if you're in an FPS, like any online game, really.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Well, I mean, like, I like having that, but what you said about speed, I have not noticed any speed.
Really?
Yep, same.
No, it still loads slowly for me.
I think it maybe even take longer.
No, guys.
Yeah.
It's been faster for me.
What was it, on Forza or something? Not Forza, Borderlands or something. I clicked on it just to see the rest of my achievements, and I just sat there for like a good minute.
No.
Yep.
No way. It was faster for me. I'm going to say it was faster for me, people. I'm going to say it was faster for me. I guess your mileage may vary.
I also have this issue now. I think it came with the March update, but I have this issue now where, like, once I snap the app and load the achievements, like, I'll start scrolling down, like, the achievements will disappear, and then I start, like, scrolling again and they reappear.
Right. No, I have no idea what that is. I've never seen that before.
It started right after the March preview update back in February.
Bug report that, son. That's why you're in preview program.
Yep.
Yeah, but the achievements telling you, what you did is clutch. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for letting me know that, because sometimes I'll get an achievement, I'm like, what the hell did I do?
Yeah.
And now I know what I did, and it's done. It's over with, and you can brag about it in party chat without having to look. And
Like the 360 no scope.
like that 360 no scope in Borderlands 2 or Borderlands pre-sequel, which is glitched.
I got it.
Way. No.
Yep.
Oh,
got it.
this is ridiculous, dude. I'm doing it. I'm gonna stream and show people I'm doing it. That's it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna stream and show people I'm doing it. It is definitely borked for me.
I'm going to do it at the same time you do, and I'm going to get the achievement, and you're just going to rage quit.
Dude, it's happening. It's happening. All right, so that's the April update. Wave 1. So if you're in preview program, go download that now. Or if you have your console on fast boot or whatever, it's probably already done. But tell us what you guys think about those features, and we'd love to hear about it. That's that. All right, we got to get through these quickly because Turtle brought us off track. General news: COD Advanced Warfare Ascendance DLC. It's coming to Xbox One on the 31st. So we're not going to talk about that in depth now because we don't have time and it's not out, so we don't know anything about it really. All we know is there's 4 new maps, 4 new multiplayer maps, the new Exo Zombies Chapter 2, and some new weapons and new playlist and multiplayer. But we'll talk about that more in depth later. Assassin, you getting it?
No.
$15.
I know. I want to get it, sadly. But
I know you're getting it. You're getting it. You'll tell us about it next week because you're getting it.
No, I'll watch a stream because I know someone who's going to get up at like 3 o'clock and stream from all day Exit Zombies.
Yep. There you go. Dude, you're getting it, so you can tell us about it when it comes out.
No, I'm not getting it.
You can tell by the look on his face.
Yeah, dude, he's
just
giddy
look at
about
him,
it.
he's getting it.
He's still giddy about Call of Duty, this kid. Unbelievable.
No, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, you are.
Unless magically it's $2 because that's all I have on my Xbox account.
Yeah, right.
Those Bing rewards, Assassin.
Bing
Those
rewards,
Bing
right. Get those Bing rewards, son. Do those searches. All right, Arkham Knight delayed from the 2nd of June till the 23rd of June. I love this, and if you're watching the video, you can see this, and if you're not, you're just going to have to trust us. We've got the tweet on here from Batman Arkham official Twitter account. It says, "We are pleased to announce our new release date." Why are they pleased to announce they delayed the game? We are pleased to announce our new release date. Batman Arkham Knight will officially launch worldwide on 6/23/15. Why are they pleased to announce that they had to delay their game?
I don't know, maybe they didn't want to compete with The Witcher.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean,
all right, okay.
Movie studios delay their movies just to avoid competition with other studios.
No, that's actually a good point. I mean, that was an excellent point, actually. Holy cow, I didn't even think about that. Assassin, you sad about this?
I'm a little bit, but if it's going to make the game better, then go ahead, delay it another 6 months.
Back in the day, it's another 6 months, dude. It's not 6 months, bro.
I know, like it's like 3 weeks.
But,
yeah,
to you, it feels like 6 months, I know.
if the game is like Halo,
Yeah.
then wait 2 more years. I can wait.
Yeah. No, but it's only 3 weeks, and back in the day when games were delayed, people would be like, "This is bull. Like, I'm not buying this anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. Why would they delay it?" And now today, it's because all these games have come out for this current gen, and they've been crap. Like, a lot of them have been really bad because they just wanted to push them out, and now people are like, "Yes, please delay them, make them better." Like, The Witcher got delayed, and people were like, "Good move, CD Projekt Red. Thank you so much for being an honest and desirable company and having so much character to delay your game." Like, everyone was embracing it, for God's sakes. Yet we trash on Project Cars routinely on the show for delaying it like 4 times or whatever, 3 times. But hey, that could be a stunner. Yeah.
Well, from what I've seen of gameplay and screenshots of Project Cars, it's looking really great. Like, it could be like a Drive Club and Forza Horizon competitor.
Right. No, I know. I was telling Assassin today I'm kind of interested in it, even though it's been delayed so many times. I mean, if it's for good reason, like The Witcher, like I'm definitely gonna check it out. But yeah, Arkham Knight delayed. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about that. J Street says it's not bad. It's just a few weeks. Sure, it's worth the wait. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's worth the wait too. We've all seen it. We're all anticipating it, man. So I mean, it looks incredible. These Arkham games are all incredible anyway, for the most part. So they'd have to really screw it up. All right, this is a near and dear story to Clowns' heart. We broke this story first, actually. I got the news from PAX East a few weeks ago, and it is finally out. They missed their initial date, but they got through Microsoft certification, and it is now out for open beta. Download it now. Pure Hold'em from Vufu Studios, published by Ripstone, our friends over there at Ripstone. Pure Hold'em, new Texas Hold'em game that looks a lot like Pure Pool, if you're familiar with that. That came out on the Xbox a few months ago at this point. So yeah, it's a beta. How long is it for, Game Clowns?
They said this one's for 7 days.
7 days, okay. So 7 days. What?
So right now I've got like 4 more days to learn how to play.
Yeah, dude. But it's free. I mean, if you're not, if you like cards at all, you guys gotta go try this out, because I mean, you gotta help out these companies, especially when they offer it for free. Like, go try it and help them out, and they're looking for your feedback. Ripstone is an awesome company, and I'm sure that they'll take your feedback and definitely fix the game for some of the issues. I mean, and there are issues. I'm not saying it's a perfect game, because it's definitely not. But I mean, for what it is, it's cool. Clowns doesn't like it for a few reasons, right, Clowns?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love poker, but for me, this one is just serious. It's like way more serious than like Full House Poker.
Right.
But I'll still beat the jizzle in it, no problem, no doubt, any day, anytime, anywhere.
Nice.
But you know what though? When I played it with him, he does these dollar raises, $4 raises. That's like, if you want to do that, go to kindergarten and trade crayons. Let's
Hey,
go,
you
big boys
hear
in
that?
there.
You hear that noise? That's the sound of shots being fired.
Yeah, right? Jizzle says, let's play after the podcast. He's ready to go. He's ready
All
to
right, minimum raise $50. Minimum
He said he
raise
needs to
$50.
climb the leaderboards.
go. After the first night, I was number 1. He was number 4, dude. Before everyone started playing it. But yeah, pre-hold 'em. Go check it out. Awesome developers over there and publishers. So go check that one out. Wow, we really need to fly through these. So Dragon Age DLC, I'm not even going to go into it. I'm just going to say first Dragon Age Inquisition DLC, Jaws of Hakken. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Jaws of Hakken, out now, only on Xbox One, interestingly. They can't even, I read on Twitter and I think on GameSpot that they can't even announce a release date for PS4. That's how locked down that one is.
Wow.
I don't know what kind of deal they got with EA, but obviously EA loves Xbox because they took on the EA access when PlayStation wouldn't, so maybe that's carrying over to this Dragon Age stuff. But this DLC is out. It's $15. If you've gotten through all the main story stuff, kudos to you. You deserve a trophy because this game is super long. So, I mean, if you're ready for DLC at this point, I know it's been out for a little while, but if you're ready for DLC, then you're obviously going to buy this because you obviously love the original game. So yeah, that's about that. For that, you guys don't have anything to say about this, do you?
I think Assassin should, since he's a really big Dragon Age fan, he should get that DLC.
I think so too. I think Assassin should get it and be our correspondent about this when we talk about this later.
I played the first 30 minutes and haven't gone back, which sadly I want to go back.
You know what? Inferno voted Assassin should play it and report back on it. So it's Inferno approved.
Yes.
Assassin.
Yep.
So you must do it.
Dude, you're outvoted here. You're outvoted. So you're going to have to get that. But that's
Sadly, I would buy the...
You'd buy the COD DLC before that. Yeah, I know you would. You're predictable. Just predictable.
All right. That's it. Taco Bell cut off his waffle tacos.
Yep,
please.
that's it. This kid's high on something. Something Assassin may buy is our next and last news story. Minecraft Pattern Texture Pack, available for Xbox One and 360. It's only $1, and it adds a lot of cartoony stuff. Bright colors, beautiful patterns, knitted animals. That's in the tagline. So you can apply it to your new worlds or to your old worlds. And it changes the UI a little bit even. So you get a little pattern-themed UI. We're running a few pictures of it. Assassin, you going to pick this one up?
No.
What?
No.
What, is this too childish for you? Is that where you're going with this?
I just want to know, knitted animals.
Look at them. They're so cute.
Have you seen the Enderman? He looks more creepy than he really needs to be.
No, dude. I couldn't find a picture of the Enderman, but I wanted to find them. I've got the village of people. I've got some pigs and cows. And what's the next picture? It's in the desert. There's some horses and whatnot. I think so, I mean, yeah, there's some pigs and cows and grass and stuff. So I think it looks cute. I mean, I'm not going to get it for $1. I don't play enough Minecraft to buy it, but I mean, for $1, why the hell not?
You know, I gotta admit, looking at the pictures, of the village and everything, I gotta admit, I thought I was looking at, a video game version of Candyland.
Oh, cut it out. This is ridiculous. This is preposterous. Absolutely preposterous. Alright, we're moving on. Just want to let everyone know that that's out there. Go get it if you're a Minecraft fan. And if you're a fan of Candyland, apparently. God's sakes. Here's a game that all these guys absolutely love, including Turtle, Ziggurat. New release. This came out right after our show last week. Came out on last Friday. But obviously it's a new release. It's our last show. So $15. Worth it, Turtle? Tell us about this one just a little bit.
Okay, so basically, I'm not really quite sure what the story is for the game, but there is a story there.
Is there? Because I thought it was basically You just face a bunch of different bosses like that are
No.
randomly generated or whatever.
No, okay, the levels are randomly generated, but there is a story there. You're placed in like this, I don't know if it's like a tower or what, but it's called, obviously it's called Ziggurat, and like the goal is to survive and make it through. And, along the way, you're fighting like these, like, I don't know, like demon carrots and
Yeah, we got the picture of the carrots rolling.
mushrooms.
Some like horned skulls.
Yeah.
And all this
And,
other crazy crap.
Yeah, you get like all these crazy like magic weapons and stuff like magic wands and stuff, and like you have to go to each room. Well, you don't have to go to each room, but you have to like find this, I don't know, like this stone or whatever to be able to summon that level's boss.
Gotcha.
And if you die, like once you make it through the level, like once you beat the boss, you're given an opportunity to save and quit. Or if you continue, or I don't know if it saves automatically. I think it saves automatically, but if you die at any time, you're done.
Wait,
Like-
start from the beginning, game over?
Yep. You can save your progress, but if you die, there's no lives. If you run out of health and you die, that's it. You're starting from level 1 again.
Oh, wow. No.
And I'm playing on normal. Like there's like easy, normal, and then hard, and then like an endless mode.
Yeah.
So it just like keeps going. And you have to beat the game on normal to unlock hard.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
I don't know how many levels there are, but I've only made it to like maybe like level 4.
Gotcha. So is it worth
But-
$15?
I would say yes, but I would say it's going to get a price drop, maybe in deals with gold eventually.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
So I would wait for that.
a bunch of people bought this, surprisingly. I mean, this came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not a known, like, franchise or anything, I don't think. So, like, a lot of people bought this and people are streaming it. So I suggest
Mm-hmm.
you go check out those streams and some YouTube videos about it before you buy. But, I
Yeah.
mean, it could be right up your alley. It looks kind of gorgeous. I'm not going to lie. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very fast paced game.
Yeah.
Like it runs at 60 FPS, and like the entire time you're just like constantly moving.
Right. Gotcha.
Mm.
So that's Ziggurat. Any of the other guys have to say anything about Ziggurat? You guys haven't played it, right? You guys don't have it, do you?
No,
Alright.
you do not.
So forget Ziggurat. Next one, Assassin, tell us a little bit about Slender, which just came out yesterday.
Slender. I mean, if you know who Slender is, he's a giant dude, pale face, wears a nice tie. I believe.
Yeah, he does. No, he wears a tie. Yep.
Okay, yep. Sort of like the Enderman, but that they're based off from. But anyways,
Nice.
it's not like the original Slender game where, collect 8 pages, boom, you're done. I believe there's a story. I haven't really seen much. Terrell's played it, he could tell you more. But from what I've seen, and also besides Slender, there's like this little kid running at you with a knife also. And like I think that personally ruins the game because it's a Slender game, not a kid running at you with a knife game.
Right.
Like unless if it's called kid running at you with a knife or whatever rivals or whatever,
Yep.
then yeah, but whatever.
So
It's got its scary elements, but it doesn't have that ambient noise that what I've seen in Turtles stream, like the other Slender
Slender, yeah.
Slenderman games.
So it's $7 right now if you're a gold member. It deals with gold. It's normally $10. Is it worth it for that?
I would say yes if you're like the horror survival genre.
Gotcha.
I mean, I streamed it this morning, and that was like my first time ever playing a Slender game.
Right. Right.
And I didn't know what I was getting into. I knew on the PC game you had to go around collect notes, but there's an actual story here, and there was a few times during the stream when I got the crap scared out of me.
Right. No, dude, for that it's awesome.
Yeah.
So for $7, I mean, it's $7. Like, I wonder how long the game is. I know, Turtle, you said there was an achievement for speed running it, kind of. How fast was it again? I can't
The
remember.
achievement was finish the game in 45 minutes or less.
Oh wow, short then.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
wait.
mean, it's a little longer if like you want to like take your time and explore because there are like I don't know if this is like required to advance in the story or not, but there's like these letters and stuff that you can find.
Gotcha. All right, so I mean, doesn't have to be that short. So I mean, for $7, I mean, if you're into this kind of thing, get it. But like I said, I mean, plenty of people have bought it because of the Slender name and franchise that Assassin talked about. So I mean, like, people know about this, and a bunch of people bought it. So check out some streams and whatever. But before we go on to the next game, there's breaking news. The second part of the Xbox system update details has come out. So we talked about before on the show, but Wave 1 is now out for preview members. Over the weekend, they'll be rolling out Wave 2. And there are 3 features: voice messages back and forth from 360 and Xbox One.
God.
I finally get to harass Assassin.
And then dedicated servers for party chat. So no longer will you connect to individuals for party chat. There are now dedicated servers that they're enacting. So Xbox One people will not have NAT issues connecting to each other for party chat.
Thank you.
And then they're improving the what's on area of the videos and movies and TV shows on the home screen. So we're not going to get into that too much right now, but we'll talk about it next week. But yeah, that's breaking news. Oh, we already talked about that. All right, a couple other things, and then we're gonna get out of here. Life is Strange episode 2 out now. It's $5. Just came out yesterday. We're not gonna talk about that in depth because we haven't played it, and we talked about Life is Strange on a prior podcast. So it's kind of like a Telltale game. If you're into Telltale games and stuff like that, definitely check it out. But yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Game of Thrones episode 3 is out right now as well. Assassin, you have played that.
Loved it.
Just a really quick synopsis or anything about it. Just really quick.
The like from the past episodes, you know, they're amazing, but this one made me feel like I was on like the edge of my seat, like the whole time. It's
Excellent.
like some always like made you know, some choices like I'm not like gonna ruin it, but like there was like a few choices where you had to do something, you know, help one person or help another, and then you know there would be, you know, like what do I do? I sat at probably my screen for 10 minutes, like, do I help him or do I help this person? Like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then there was consequences, of course, with it. And I'm like, crap.
Klaus, did you play this one?
No, not yet. I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah.
After the second episode, I really got hooked into
You
it.
hooked on it, yeah. Dude, that's how it is with these Telltale games. They hook you in. That's why with Walking Dead they were able to offer the first and second episodes for free at one point or whatever because they knew people were just gonna buy it. It's like video game crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, Game of Thrones available now, $5. It's also part of the season pass, so you can get all the episodes for a low price of not so low, but cheaper than if you buy them individually. So, I think it's like $20. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but there's 6 episodes for this one, right? That are gonna come out.
Yeah. Season pass 25.
It's $25. Okay, so it's essentially one for free. So yeah, that's Game of Thrones. We're not gonna spoil it, but that's out. So pick it up if you're into it. All right, so just really quick Deals with Gold because the story really this week is the games of gold. But Deals with Gold, there's a ton of stuff. Unlike last week when they let us down, there's a bunch of stuff this week. Forza Horizon 2 Digital Edition is $48. I mean, that's not really that cheap, but we've listed it here on the video chat. I'm not going to go into all the stuff, but basically everything WWE 2K15 is on sale from varying degrees of discount, like 25% all the way up to 50%, I think, or 45% discounts. So if you're really into WWE 2K15, you've been waiting to get it, and you want to get all the DLC, the WrestleMania bundle is like almost 50% off. Like $64.34, so I mean you can get everything essentially for as much as the game launched for, so essentially with tax. Turtle bought threes for $3.50, which is 50% off retail. So Turtle, threes for $3.50. Is that worth it? You having fun with it?
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I mean, it's a really simple game, but I mean, for the price, it's fun.
The cool thing about threes is that, like, you know, it's just like the one you have in the iPhone or whatever. It's like a mobile game essentially, but you can snap the game and play it while you like watch TV or watch your Twitch stream or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, funny thing is, there's actually an achievement for playing the game while snapped.
Really, that's cool. Yeah, dude, that's an awesome feature of that. I think if they release more games like this, like more mobile games, they should have them all be able to be snapped.
Yeah, like I think it was yesterday. I was watching TV using the Sling app, and I snapped threes and just sat there for like an hour playing threes while I watched TV.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So for $3.50, I mean, I think that's more expensive than the iPhone by a good margin, but I mean,
It's
comes
still
with
worth it.
achievements.
Mm-hmm.
Achievements, right, Assassin?
Achievement.
Achievements. J Street in the chat says about the Game of Thrones, I usually wait for them all to come out. Yeah, a lot of people do that, actually. They wait for all the seasons and just blow through them in like a 12 to 15-hour game session of epic telltaleness. So I don't blame anyone for doing that. But, people want to know that they come out when they come out. And, it's unlike the Resident Evil Revelations episodic releases where they came out every week. Once a week, every week. These ones, like, they go on for 3 weeks to a month without releasing one, so it's kind of a big deal when one comes out. But yeah, some people just wait, and yeah, power to you. I mean, you can definitely do that. What else? I mean, Evolve's on sale for Deals with Gold. It's only like 20% off, though, so it's still not low enough for me to get into it. COD is on sale, and some Pinball FX South Park tables are on sale, so... Overall, what do we think this week of Deals with Gold, gentlemen? Come on, they're all right. I mean, they're not the greatest.
I mean, Assassin's got to get on that wrestling stuff too. So
Really?
once he gets on that,
No.
Yeah,
No.
Assassin. The base wrestling game is $40.19, dude. I mean, come on.
When should I spend the extra 20 get the WrestleMania bundle?
You could. I
All
mean,
of it?
yeah.
No,
Actually,
not
yes.
gonna happen.
Actually, yes.
Not gonna happen.
Just a few weeks of no waffle tacos and no Taco Bell sriracha quesadillas, and you have that game. So, and yeah, J Street in the chat says Evolve is irrelevant. Yeah, how the mighty have fallen, huh? How the mighty have fallen. So yeah, that's Deals with Gold. What do you got? Any other ones you guys think of that are good for Deals with Gold?
Forza should be a little bit
Definitely.
cheaper.
Oh yeah, because it's been cheaper. It's been cheaper, dude.
If they're throwing this deluxe or digital edition, on this
On
whatever
the
the
end of it.
sign,
Yeah.
and all you're getting is the base game. You're getting the day one pack, and then they're like, oh, you can get the Forza Hub app, but that's free.
That's already free. Yeah, right.
So that's another $10 that you could shave off here.
Right.
For me, I think besides threes, I would have to say the South Park pinball tables.
Yes, those definitely worth it. $250 for those.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, dude. Those tables are incredible. Pinball FX, excellent game, and those tables are some of the best for sure. Especially if you're a fan of South Park, that's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Dark Lurker says Evolve is really hard finding a game. It should be like 20. Is it really that hard to find a game now in Evolve? That's crazy.
Wow.
Would be
I may have to
fun.
start it up and check out the servers.
Yeah, Turtle, you're gonna have to do that. Maybe after the show, but that's crazy. Yeah, so that's Deals with Gold. Let's move on. But the biggest story this week, we all knew about. I mean, Major Nelson dropped that bomb on us a couple months ago, saying April we're gonna get double the games of gold, and you're gonna get 2 on the Xbox One for April and 4 on the 360. And wouldn't you know, the Xbox One kind of got a little bit of the shaft. So for Xbox One, we'll talk about Xbox One first, just really quick. Pool Nation FX, which hasn't come out yet, that's going to be free. It's normally going to be $10. and Child of Light, which came out quite a while ago. One of the first major indies, I think, that came out for the console. That's $15 normally, and it's going to be free. So both of those you'll be able to pick up starting next month. Pool Nation FX looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to say the graphics from the trailers look awesome. And if you're a fan of pool at all and you play pure pool, you definitely want to compare and contrast and check it out because it looks amazing. But yeah, anything to say about these two gentlemen?
The only one that really interests me is Pool Nation.
Yeah, because you have Child of Light. I mean, why don't you even say that, Turtle? The only one that interests me is Pool Nation. You already have Child of Light.
Yeah, but I mean, we had that one pool game, but like, I don't know. You can never have too much pool. Pool's a great game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And for free, I mean, this one looks incredible. So, Assassin of Clowns, Child of Light.
They should switch. Go ahead, Clowns.
That was my opinion.
My opinion, I think they should have changed Child of Light with Rayman Legends. They should put it out this month, Child of Light, and then Rayman Legends next month.
What are you talking about, dude?
Because, we're getting gypped here. We're getting crappy games. If they put Child of Light here and then we saw Rayman Legends, it'd be like, oh, we got, a good retail game.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
I
you
got
mean
you.
swap 'em.
Strategically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's, I mean, because now it seems like we're getting gypped, and then, like, I know, once we get in 360, I'll talk about it a little bit more, but.
Okay.
Basically, Xbox One's just getting like 2 indies and not a major title.
Right. So that's what people are upset about because we're going to go over to the Xbox 360 ones now, and you're going to see some big titles. Granted, they're older, so it's not like a brand new release like the Xbox One is getting. It's free. So, I mean, you can look at it at that angle as well. And J Street made a good comment in the chat because this is kind of where we're going on the 360. He said, all he wants for Xbox One is Gears Trilogy. Never played them before. Can't wait for that. No, it's coming. I mean, yeah, they denied that it was coming already, like openly denied it, but Phil Spencer himself can't really deny it, so only the guys at Black Tusk have denied it, so you know what? I think they may be lying about that. I think it may be coming. I hope it's coming. But 360 gets Gears of War Judgment next month from the 1st to the 15th for free. So if you're a Gears fan and you have a 360 and you haven't played any of them, and you want to get into the franchise, this one's going to be free. So from the 1st to the 15th, you're going to get Judgment, and you're going to get Terraria for the arcade title. And Terraria, I mean, say what you want about it being a Minecraft copy off or with this, that, and the other thing, but it has its place, and a lot of people love it. So these are 2 awesome games, I think, coming for the first half of the month. And then the second half of the month, you get Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which came out little more than a year ago, so a great Assassin's Creed game, a recent release, and Army of Two Devil's Cartel, which is the sequel to the original Army of Two game, which didn't do too well critically, but I thought was awesome. So 4 good games here, guys. You think? What do we think?
I gotta say, out of the 4, Army of Two is really the one that I'm interested in the most, but I will be getting Gears of War and Terraria since I already had Black Flag for the Xbox One.
Exactly. Assassin, what were you gonna say about this?
I don't understand why Black Flag is free on the 360, but they couldn't put it on the One for free.
Wouldn't that been a cool one if they released at the same time, so it's not like an age thing, right? It's not like a release date thing. So wouldn't that have been cool if the Xbox One version and the 360 version were both free in the same month? Like, if they got into that kind of pattern where they offered the same game for free.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation does that with the PS3. If they have a PS3 game, free, it's if it's on the PS4, you have it also free. So
cross-buy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've gotten some games from PS Plus where I I got it for the PS4, and it gave me the PS3 and the Vita versions.
Right. Clowns, which ones of these are you interested in?
I gotta be honest.
Oh my god, you gonna say none of them?
Probably none of them.
Oh, come on, at least Army of Two.
I
I
played
need
it
someone
already,
play
I didn't like
I
it.
need someone to play co-op with. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, I'm getting it, Turtle.
Yes.
I'm getting it.
Me too, but I won't be able to play it. I don't have a 360.
No, I'm definitely getting that. I liked the Army of Two series. For sure.
First one's good.
Yeah, the first one was good. I don't think the second one did as well. But I mean, I'm definitely interested. Black Flag, have it for Xbox One, but if I didn't, I definitely would have gotten that. Terraria, I mean, you guys have played the one on the Xbox One, so I mean, you guys are bigger fans of the 360. I mean, of the of Minecraft than Terraria, right?
Yeah.
And then Judgment, I mean, was for me easily the worst of the Gears series, but that's not saying much since the Gears series was just so damn good. It's like saying BioShock 2 is the worst of the BioShock series. So, like, I mean, it's still really good. And the story is definitely worth playing. The multiplayer, a little on the arcadey side. They changed up a little bit from the original Gears, and take it or leave it. I've had a lot of fun with it, but I mean, some people hate it, so.
Well, I've only been on Xbox maybe about a year, a little over a year now. So I got my 360 in March of last year, and I'm going to download it because I've heard so many great things about the Gears series, but I've never had a chance to play it.
Yeah, definitely download it. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what the community is going to be like. So I might. I mean, I think I still have my disc, for God's sakes. I don't think I've traded that in. So it's time to trade it in, I guess. I'm going to go back on that and check out the community because I want to see if the online picks up again.
I mean, I think it would since Bad Company 2 was pretty much dead on consoles, and then it was brought back as it deals with, well, now the servers are full again.
Yeah, good point. Definitely good point. And yet again, we're over by like 20 minutes, Earl. I don't know how we're always over on the show. And this time, I'm not even going to say it was my fault. I'm going to say it was your fault, Turtle.
Yeah.
I think if it wasn't for you, we would have made like an hour and 5 minutes. So.
All right, next week I'll just sit here and be quiet.
No. No. You brought some good
and
points.
you can wear your tutu next week.
Oh,
With
do
your
you?
Fantasia hat.
Yes. Yes. Can you wear the Fantasia hat next week on the podcast?
Fine.
Yes.
I don't know if you talked about this, but Major Nelson just posted a message 20 minutes ago saying that and the voice messaging is going to be cross-platform Xbox One to Xbox 360.
Yeah, I said that, yeah, but I mean, it bears re-mentioning because that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, dude, when they came out with the system with the Xbox One and they didn't have cross-party chat, I was like ready to kill someone. Like, I was so upset about that. But I mean, now I'm kind of over it, and now that there's this cross-messaging, I mean, especially for like fans of the show, like for people who I know that have 360s that watch the show, I can send them a message and be like, hey, like, we're gonna have this guest on, so come check it out or whatever. So yeah.
All right, we're going to start doing voice memos.
Yes. Dude, we'll have like a little intro music going on, the intro music we have going on behind me, and I'll be like, hey, just want to remind you that we have the 4GwQPodcast podcast tonight, and we have this person. All right, with that, we are done.
Yep.
Oh wait,
So-
you forgot one little thing.
Oh, what?
Rise
Assassin.
had some new achievements. Yes.
Rise has new achievements, so if you saw if you saw an achievement pop for you randomly while playing games today, it's because Rise got new achievements, and apparently if you've done it already, it just automatically pops. So enjoy that 100 gamer score achievement you randomly got today while playing a different game. Because we sure did. But yeah, Rise Son of Rome got new achievements for some reason, but I'm not complaining.
For the fans.
For the fans, baby. For the fans of
They
the
wanted
game.
it.
For the fans of the game. But yeah, with that, we are done. Thank you for watching. If you weren't able to catch us tonight, which you wouldn't be hearing this if you weren't, say it. If you are watching and you aren't able to watch us one week, then you can check us out on iTunes. We're on iTunes, Pocket Cast, TuneIn, Spreaker, a bunch of different things. Just search for 4 Guys with Quarters, you'll find us. If you want to watch the video edition and you aren't able to watch us in a certain week, then 4 Guys with Quarters is our YouTube handle. YouTube.com/4guyswithquarters. I think we'll get you there, or /user/4guyswithquarters or something like that. I think that'll work. Twitter 4GwQPodcast. Hit us up on that. Follow us, please. Facebook 4 Guys with Quarters. Assassin's been doing a good job on social media, so thank you, Assassin.
All the autocorrect fails.
And yeah, sometimes he gets auto-corrected and spelling's messed up, but that shows that we're just average guys, right? And go check out our website. Clown's been doing some awesome stuff on that, making some great improvements. 4guyswithquarters.com for some reviews, our interview videos, our stories and stuff that we have on the podcast, and everything like that. So go check out our website. Go tell us what you like about it, what you don't like. We want to improve it for you guys. And obviously on Twitch, you found us, 4 Guys with Quarters on Twitch. So yeah, we're out of here.
Basically, any site that you can think of, we're
on
there.
it. Yep, we gotta get an Instagram. I gotta sign up for Instagram. All right, so see you guys later. Turtle, thanks for making us go over by 20 minutes more than we had to.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Turtle.
Thank you, Turtle.
Bye. See you guys.
See you next week.